you. It's about love. It's about God. It's about time. It's about your life. It's about your smile. It's about your health and your hopes and your dreams, your body, your mind, and your family. It's about your relationships and your future and your impact and your legacy. It's about God. It's about peace. It's about joy. It's about faith. And it's about hope. It's about time. And it's about space. And it's about science. It's about life. It's about love and your awareness. It's about your choices and your forgiveness. It's about your confidence and your courage and your creativity and your wisdom. It's about your light, and it's about your power, and it's about your strength, and it's about your dreams and your goals and your hopes. It's about your life. It's about love. It's about faith. It's about God. It's about hope. It's about light. It's about love. It's about you. It's about life. It's about love. It's about God. I'm Queenie Brown, and I invite you to join me and the rest of us on this journey. After all, it's about you. Are you ready? Of course you are. You wouldn't have found me if you weren't. Welcome. Let's get it going. Hey, for the self-love lessons read along, we are on day number 24. We're making progress, y'all. So we have been talking about what is self-love? We've been talking about the differences between being selfish and being selfless, and how neither of those are postures that God can use. And the last couple of days, we've been going into depth about self-love. And yesterday, we talked about the self-love scripture, and we actually walked through a study of it. So make sure that you do take a listen to the replays. There should be a link in the comments that gives you access to the playlist, and you can go in and binge self-love, right? Okay, so today we're going to be quick. I got a busy day, so we're going to read fast. We are talking about the relationship types. We're on page 136. And before we get started, let's go ahead and do roll call. If you're here joining me, make sure you put hashtag present and let me know where you're watching from in the comments. If you're watching a replay, enter hashtag replay. If you're a girl mom, let me know you're in the house. If you're a fella, let me know you're a fly on the wall. And if you make it to the end, make sure you put hashtag finished, because we will be giving out prizes and honoring those of you who have hung in there on the journey. Okay. All right. Y'all ready? Let's pull it up on the screen so you don't have to, so you can read along with me. And sometimes I forget to change the page. Y'all forgive me. I'm working on it. We're getting better. We're only a third of the way through the book, so we still have quite a ways to go. If you have not yet downloaded your copy, go to www.queeniebrown.com and you can download your copy of the self-love lessons absolutely free. You can share it with your friends. Why not give the gift of love, right? The gift of self-love, the gift of God's love. Share it with your friends. It's absolutely free. And friends don't let friends pay retail, right? So do share it. And then invite them to join you on the journey. And then after each reading, every day, we're going to retreat into the Mother Love community, which is free for women only. And we go a little bit deeper, and I share a little bit more vulnerably and open up and put a little bit of my business in the streets. But it's important that you understand the lessons underneath the lessons, like what I was dealing with and what I'm growing through now that is resonating in me as I reread these lessons. So it's so rich. It's so rich. So anyway, yeah, so make sure you do download your copy. We're on page 136, and I didn't bring my water. Okay, relationship types. 2 types in 7 areas. Excuse me. Learning self-love. When we consider love towards yourself, it's important to note that our lives can be divided in 2 types of relationships: internal relationships and external relationships. It's important to look at each of these relationship types independently so that as we progress towards loving ourselves, we maintain balance in our lives as a whole. Within these two relationship types, there are 7 areas of relationships. So if you notice at the top, this is your internal relationships. These are your external, but there's a total of 7, 6 around the outside and 1 in the middle. Each area must be addressed separately because they each have their own sets of goals, values, benefits, challenges, and focus areas. Self-love is about growth in balance, wherein each relationship type is nurtured, fed, and developed. I've named each area in terms of our ultimate goal, learning to love ourselves completely and unconditionally. So let's begin by just acknowledging the 7 areas of your life. In your internal relationships, there are 4 areas of relationship. So, in our internal relationships, we have loving God or loving my spirit, mastering the art of loving yourself and applying love towards the most divine parts of you, that part of you that is most intimately connected to God. In Matthew 37 and 38, Jesus describes this relationship as the absolute most important relationship that you can and should have. In the Amplified, it says, "And he replied to him, 'You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart or spirit, with all your soul, and with all your mind or intellect.' This is the great, most important principle and first commandment." That is your relationship with God. So loving God on the inside of you. The second internal relationship is loving my soul, or mastering the art of loving yourself with your thoughts, with your will, your emotions, and your choices. The third internal relationship is loving my body, mastering the art of loving yourself in your relationship with your physical body, both inside and out. And then the fourth internal relationship is loving my purpose or assignment, mastering the art of loving yourself as it relates to your life's assignment. This includes identifying, preparing for, and stepping into your purpose, the reason that you were created, the task that you were assigned to complete by God, or also the problem you were called to solve. Proverbs 31:17a clearly describes all 4 of your internal relationships. And if you remember, we talked about this self-love scripture yesterday. So it says, she girds herself with strength. This is the amplified version. She girds herself with strength, spiritual, mental, and physical fitness for her God-given task. When you ignore your relationship with your spirit, you will lack guidance, direction, clarity, and you will miss out on the fundamental kinship and reason for your initial creation. That's big. Your identity, authority, inheritance, and assignment are all derived from your relationship with God. Without it, you'll live a far more difficult, driven life rather than a life of manifested promises of God. Additionally, if you've only nurtured your spiritual relationships and neglected your relationship with your mind or your purpose, your life will be ultimately feel incomplete. If you only focus on your body and neglect your spirit, soul, and purpose, you'll look great on the outside, but you'll be empty on the inside. Growth and balance is key. So now there are 3 external relationships. The first one is loving my man, or loving in your love relationship. Mastering the art of loving yourself as it relates to building and strengthening your singular, intimate, opposite sex relationship. For the purposes of the larger message of self-love, we've elected not to discuss alternative sexual relationships in this text. There will be more details on the subject in future projects, and boy, do I have a lot to say about that. Okay, relationship number 6 is loving my external relationships. How did we get back? Hang on. Whoops. Apologies. There we go. Mastering the art of loving yourself as it relates to building and strengthening relationships with your family, friends, colleagues, associates, and all other degrees of relationships, not including your intimate, singular, opposite sex relationship. Your external relationships are also divided into 3 courts or levels of relationship. The outer court includes your associates, colleagues, and acquaintances. I'm going to go back to the other page so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the one we're talking about. The outer court is out here. It includes your associates, colleagues, and acquaintances. The inner court, which is a step closer to the spirit of at your core. The inner court includes friendships, some family, and all other closer relationships. The intimate inner court
includes a very select few trusted confidants. Okay. And then the seventh area is loving what I'm doing with my money. We're not loving our money, but we're loving what we're able to do with our money. Mastering the art of loving yourself, loving others with your money, or using money as a tool to administer love is the seventh. Managing your money and all of your material resources in such a way that overflow is produced and you're able to love others even more with your money. So it becomes a perpetual opportunity to continue to seed and sow and give more love. If you only consider yourself to have external relationships, you will nurture, feed, and develop those relationships while neglecting your relationship with your soul, body, spirit, and your purpose. You will be valued for what you provide, do, or give to others rather than for who you are to God and for God. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because on Monday, I know this is a quick one today, but on Monday, we're going to go into depth about your self-love assessment. We're actually going to take an assessment together, and you're going to be able to identify the areas where you're strong, where you maybe have room to grow. And so it's something I want us to all do together, and I'm excited about it. So make sure that you join us on Monday. Make sure that you join the mailing list. Go to www.queeniebrown.com. Make sure you download your copy of the book, and that's going to put you on the mailing list so that I can notify you when we're about to do more in the workbook. So I'm super excited, y'all. This is about to get good. So we're going to do the self-love assessment on Monday. And make sure you invite your friends so that we all can kind of get a baseline together. The intent is to know where we are. This is lesson number 1. Know where you are now so you can get where you're going. So in order to do that, we're going to do our assessment. All right. So I will see you all on Monday. Thank you so much for joining me. And right now we're going to retreat to the Mother Love community, get a little bit of meat off the bone. And then I will see you all on Monday. Have a fabulous, beautiful, powerful weekend. Impact somebody's life in a major way. Give love, overgive, overseed, fill up some love accounts, do all of the stuff. All right. Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye now.